Hey guys, I'm Mark and welcome back to the channel where it really is all about racing. Today we're going to take a look at a second Mini Champs that I've gotten. I don't have many Mini Champs models. In fact, this is I guess the latest you could call a 2020 model of those that I have. The only other one being I believe it was a 2010 Red Bull Sauber. And I've got to admit, they have evolved quite a bit in regards to quality, with the exception of the base, which we'll touch on, which I still hate. Anyhow, this is a Racing Point RP20, an F1 car designed and developed by Racing Point F1 to compete in the 2020 F1 Championship. This was the second and last car to be launched under Racing Point name, as in 2021 the team was rebranded as Aston Martin. Of course, you all know about that, the Lawrence Stroll story. The engine was a Mercedes-AMG F1 M11 EQ Performance and was turbocharged 1.6-liter direct injection. Now, the car competed in 17 races and acquired 1 win, 4 podiums, and 1 pole. In fact, Lance Stroll took the team's first and only pole position with Sergio Perez, securing the team's first and only win. Now, despite all quite frankly, the hell that was raised about this car by all of its competitors, it didn't have a whole lot of success. In fact, some of them named it the Pink Mercedes, and the team Racing Point due to the RP20's apparent resemblance to the 2019 Mercedes F1 W10. And the team's technical director, Andrew Green, stated the car shares some resemblance in some areas, but denied there had been a transfer of design between teams. Renault lodged protests against the team and cost them €400,000 and 15 points from the Constructors' Championship, which also cost them third place to McLaren's benefit. They finished 4th. Now, I got to be honest with you guys. This model is really, really nice. I think it's a good quality model. I think the details on it are, in my opinion, just really quite exceptional. In fact, I would say close to Spark quality. I really like the work they did on the front wing. The way that they have it painted, it looks like it's actually got grooves in it, which it doesn't, but it doesn't matter. It looks that way, particularly at this scale. And if you go further down the nose and you look at the pitot tube and the suspension, the carbon fiber bits look really, really sharp. The pitot tube on this is dainty, as it should be, and I'll pull this to the side, let you get a better look at it, as is the aerial. The wheels look quite good. Now, this one's got the disc wheels on there. Or, I'm sorry, no, it doesn't. It does not. It's got black wheels, so you really can't see the rotor or the brake calipers on it as you can with silver ones. I don't take any points off for that. Taking a look at the sideboards and the cockpit, it looks really, really sharp. All the decals are nicely placed. I really like the white on the pink. I think it looks really, really sharp. And here's a cool look at it from the rear. Again, really nice detail work. Looks really, really good. And if we turn it around, look from top to bottom, there's a good view of that. And we can zoom in a little closer on the cockpit here. And there's too much pink in there. I mean, it's all pink. I don't think they did a really good job as far as the driver's figure is concerned in that regards. Turn around a little bit and let me see if I can casually lift this up. Take a look at the steering wheel, which really is quite sharp. The driver's figure is not bad. It's just way too much pink. But all in all, I think they did a really good job as far as the cockpit, the halo. All looks very, very sharp. Now, this is an earlier Mini Champs that I also reviewed. Disregard the broken mirror on it. One thing that you can say, and I guess going back to, I think this might have been a 2010, I may be wrong, to a 2020 model, in one place they haven't evolved are the crappy bases that they have, and I absolutely hate these Mini Champ bases with this checkered flag on it. Guys, it looks cheap. It's basically cardboard on top of plastic. It looks like shit at the corners. It takes away from all the models, as bad as this model is. And to be honest with you, this in my opinion, is about as good as a modern-day Bburago. Now, of course, this is, a good 10, 14 years old. But you take a look at how it has evolved, from today, and it's a huge change as far as attention to detail, overall presentation, finish, and quality. But the one thing that doesn't change is the crappy base, and it looks terrible. And you're stuck with this big-ass cardboard thing in the back of it that you can't remove. I mean, it's a part of the entire thing. At least with a Spark, you have a clear top you take off. It's got what I call a signature card to provide as a backing, which you can take off and take to races and get signatures on. I don't like removing cars from the bases. You know that's my opinion. This even this crappy one, you know, I removed this from the base and trying to put it back on, I snapped off one of the mirrors. I would never even consider trying to do this review or not. The hell with it. I'm not taking the damn thing off the base, even though I would like to, because it's just atrocious to look at. So, here's my opinion. I think they make a very, very good car. I just wish they would evolve as they have as a manufacturer, and get rid of these sorry-ass bases that come on the 143 scale cars. I've had a chance to bid on some 118 Mini Champs cars, and they are expensive. I mean, they deserve a better base for presentation purposes than they get, because they're damn near as expensive as Sparks, if not more expensive, and I will never consider a Mini Champs the equal of Spark until they change this. Get rid of these shitty bases. That being said, their 118 models come with this plastic underneath the wheels, which I understand is to prevent the suspension, which can be very, very fragile in 118 scale during transport, but requires that you remove the car from the base. And in doing that, you can damage it. Consequently, I will never buy a 118 Mini Champs. I've only got one in 118 car anyway. I don't really collect 118, but that's a big reason that I wouldn't. This is the other reason that I won't pursue Mini Champs unless I can't get the same model from Spark. And I will even pay $10 to $20 more for a Spark if I have to, than to buy a Mini Champs. Folks, that wraps it up. Thanks.